Is Dune a boring space opera? Hi storytellers, welcome to Sell Your Story. I'm Jason. I write magnetic book descriptions that attract readers to your self-published fiction. Sell Your Story is where you learn marketing copywriting tips that improve your book descriptions so you sell more books. In this video, I'm breaking down a book description currently being used at Amazon for Dune, a beloved and deeply respected science fiction epic by Frank Herbert, published in 1965. What I'm looking for is good marketing copywriting that does three important things: grabs attention and never lets go, sparks curiosity and emotions, makes the right buyer buy the book today. Does this description do those things? Does it sell the story? And what do I mean about Dune being a boring space opera? Let's find out. Let's get started by taking a look at the layout. That's a lot. Let's remove the entire ugly cast list that is sitting at the top of the description. Let's just focus on the hook and the book description itself. Now we're down to under 200 words. There's a lot of white space. It's just a few paragraphs. It's very inviting to read, which is exactly what a book description should be. So let's read it. Frank Herbert's classic masterpiece, a triumph of the imagination and one of the best-selling science fiction novels of all time. Set on the desert planet Arrakis, Dune is the story of the boy Paul Atreides, heir to a noble family tasked with ruling an inhospitable world where the only thing of value is the spice melange, a drug capable of extending life and enhancing consciousness. Coveted across the known universe, melange is a prize worth killing for. When House Atreides is betrayed, the destruction of Paul's family will set the boy on a journey toward a destiny greater than he could ever have imagined. And as he evolves into the mysterious man known as Muad'Dib, he will bring to fruition humankind's most ancient and unattainable dream, a stunning blend of adventure and mysticism, environmentalism and politics. Dune won the first Nebula Award, shared the Hugo Award, and formed the basis of what is undoubtedly the grandest epic in science fiction. All right, let's go ahead and break it down, starting from the top. Here is something that they do right. They have attention-grabbing prestige, which offers credibility that shoppers want. It seems like a sure thing, a classic masterpiece, a triumph of the imagination, one of the best-selling science fiction novels of all time. Great description of the reputation of this book, plus it calls out to the right buyer, the science fiction reader. It specifically says the genre, one of the best science fiction novels of all time. Easy as pie. It's a great way to start. Now, here's what it does wrong. There's no hook for the story summary, and there should be one, right under the prestige hook that started the description. That's your opportunity to ramp up emotion, to include the urgency, to include the stakes, but it just goes straight into the setting. That's not good. Start people off with a little excitement, but this doesn't do that. Let's move down to the story summary. So here's something it does right. It just focuses on the main character, Paul. Dune has a large cast of characters, but the fewer characters you mention in your description, the easier it is for the shopper to comprehend the kind of story that you're telling and who they should be focusing on. Here's where they go wrong. This is a super boring description, and it has no emotion. That's a big problem. Amazon categorizes Dune as a space opera. A space opera? That's exciting. Why does it sound so boring? A space opera is tragedy. It's drama. I know we have the word destruction, we have a prize worth killing for, but man, we could just do so much better than this. But here's a much more fundamental issue. I don't understand the plot. I don't know what humankind's most ancient and unattainable dream is. And I'm a human. So I'm a little bit confused. This is not the kind of curiosity you want to create. You have to give the reader enough information for them to get started with an understanding of your story. I need to know what happens. What kind of story is this? On the back of the book, there's a different description. This is the kind of sentence that simply explains what Paul is going to do about his situation. He would avenge the traitorous plot against his noble family. Fantastic. So he got run out of town, and he's going to come back with an army, and he's going to get justice. Everyone understands that. It's a basic element of the plot. What kind of story is this? Be sure to include that. People need it. Okay, let's take a look at the bottom of the description. So here's something they do right. More prestige with the awards that it's won. Good decision. Now here's something they do wrong. No call to action so that they buy now. The call to action is underappreciated, but I promise if you put a call to action, read it or buy it today or something like that, you'll do better off than if you don't. It's too easy to do. And I'm going to go ahead and tap into the prestige that this book has to do it. The reviews section under this description has several blurbs by prestigious people, including Robert Heinlein, who's another legendary science fiction author. I want to use one of his quotes to create a call to action. Read the book that Robert Heinlein called powerful, convincing, and most ingenious. How easy was that? Always include a call to action. You'll be better off for it. You'll sell more books. All right, so does this book description sell the story? No, not really. Yes, it has plenty of prestige, which again is very good. However, that is not a replacement for actually selling the story. The drama and the tragedy and the excitement of a space opera, the description is dry. Dry as a desert planet. If you like this video, tap the thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss future videos that help you sell your story. If you want my hands-on help with your book description so it sells your story, click my website link in this video's description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.